Hey everybody!
Hey.
We're here from Athens, Greece.
Yeah.
The Parthenon in Athens, Greece.
I wish.
Cool,
That's what
right?
it was. I
Yeah.
wish. No, we're actually here from Nashville, and because Mikey G has just moved to the area, so we're growing our Movidia team.
Yep.
And so, Mikey G, what is your favorite part about Nashville so far?
I mean, the live music is awesome. Country music, Music City, right? So
Yes.
there's always something in our area, I feel like, in terms of live music, and the restaurants around here are really good. So.
I feel the exact same.
But
So,
no, gotta be careful, you know?
yeah.
I feel like I'm going out to eat all the time now.
Absolutely. There's tons of food trucks
Yeah.
around. We're at Centennial Park right now. Like I said, the Parthenon's behind us. I'm actually going to a Titans game on Saturday.
Titans game.
Yeah, so there's tons going
Preseason?
on. Preseason game.
Preseason? Are you from?
Yeah.
I feel like Kimmy, I think Kimmy's the type that like paints her face. So if you ever see her at a Titans game, she's probably got like
Yeah.
the
It's just like a
face
cape.
painted.
I just wear the cape and the face paint.
What's like, it's
no big
Titan,
deal.
right? So you're probably like in some sort of full
Yeah.
suit, right?
Yeah, just
Right?
some gear.
Some gear, just
Yeah.
some. Do you do a helmet or no helmet?
No helmet.
Okay,
Hair.
smart. Yeah,
Look at my
here,
hair.
look at the hair.
Why would
yeah.
I do a helmet?
Right, absolutely.
Anyways,
So-
more importantly is why we are here today on Facebook Live, and we want to discuss with you why support hours are crucial for business owners when it comes to
Absolutely.
their website.
Absolutely.
So, Mikey G, I have the biggest problem with people when they call me. I feel so bad because they want me to help them with just certain things on their website as far as updates go. And
Right.
I'm like, oh my gosh, you
Right.
know, like what happened to your website provider that
yeah.
built your website, right? So, can you talk with us, like, what is website support?
Absolutely. Huge question. We get it all the time. Website support is literally, I mean, to put it simply, it's anything that has to do with maintaining and editing your website, right? So you launch, think about this. You take all that time to build and launch the website and make it yours, make it great. And then some people we see this all the time.
Yeah.
They put it on the shelf, it gets dusty as heck, and it just, and it's kind of a good metaphor, right? It just collects tons of dust. I mean, you really got to go in there and keep these things up to date. So it's anything, website updates, security measures, backups, lots of backups.
Tons of backups.
So many backups,
Yeah.
right? Software updates, and you know, anything that's custom to your site that needs
Yeah.
maintenance and updating. I mean, it's huge. And it's not just limited to that. It's also performance, analytics, and uptime management. I mean, that's a big thing too. You got to make sure your website's still running, right?
Yeah.
That seems important.
And guys, I honestly feel like this is something that when I'm talking to prospective clients, it's something that they don't think about, because I bring up the video support hours and how you know they're built into our agreement, and you know they're like, no, I have someone in my organization that's going to be responsible for updating my websites. I don't need that, you know.
Yeah.
But you do. I mean, what are some things that people need to think about is how much time
Sure.
that one individual in their
Yeah.
company is going to spend.
Exactly. And the most important thing here, Kimmy, is, you know, make sure you can trust that person. Make sure you can trust whoever it is that's editing your site, right? The last thing you want to do is be left high and dry. You know, we don't like to see that. And then we just ask, you know, in terms of like, what advice do we have to give, or what's our 2 cents on this? You know, put a value, a price to your time. You know, if your time's worth $50 an hour and you're spending 6 hours every week, I mean, that's a lot of time. That's $250 or whatever of your time. Could you be opening up time on your schedule, diverting those website edits to someone else, so you can do more essential tasks, you know? And that's where, you know, a solid web provider comes into play there, because they're going to take care of all that stuff and just knock it out of the park.
And then another thing I get is, well, I don't need support hours because my site's going to be up and it's going to be
so true.
great.
Yep.
And but we all know things change. So maybe we can talk a little bit about that. And
Exactly. Yeah.
why it's so important.
You know, again, going back to the dust metaphor, I mean, it really is a good metaphor for it, because a poorly maintained website is kind of like a dirty house, you know? No one wants to go there. Your friends aren't going to want to come and hang out anymore if there's food sitting on the counter from like 6 months ago. it's just true about your website too. It's important to keep it maintained. It's important to keep it updated, and also for security measures, you know, you're dealing with a piece of software here, and it needs updating. And the last thing you want to do is be hacked or something to go wrong on your site.
And that's just the back end. I mean, talk
yeah.
about the front end and
Yeah.
people visiting
Yeah.
your site.
I mean,
and
you could be losing them potential customers.
right,
Here. This
are
is
they
business.
still in business? They
Right.
haven't updated
Yeah.
anything since
Yeah,
2014.
exactly. That's more important. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always see. I'm like,
You're on the
coding
back
mine.
end.
Yeah.
I see the front.
She's like, no. Talk to me about like what's going on there. So, it's super important. You know, and it's important to have a plan in place there. You don't want to be just like going, oh yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Right.
Right.
Have you ever said that? I say that all the time. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna figure it out 6 months later. It's the same thing. So.
Yeah, and I just think, you know, it's important for people to know, like, what are some questions that they could ask their website provider before they even get started?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's important to ask your web provider if they even include maintenance, you know. Make sure that that's something that's not only included, but you have details around. Like, what are they going to be doing, you know? Are they just going to be, like, handling this? Or, like, you know, another big thing to consider is, like, hey, what happens if I have something to submit? What if, am I going to be able to talk to a real person? Is that going to be handled in a timely process? I mean, those are all big things.
Yeah,
you know?
what if you have something coming up and you need it posted
They're
today
important.
for a week
Exactly.
out? Is it going to get
Exactly.
posted, or is it going to get posted the
Exactly.
following week
Yeah.
after your event's over?
Exactly. And just recapping here. So, website maintenance. Is it important?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I learned that today.
Do we get questions on it all the time?
Yes. And I feel so bad.
Yes.
I feel
absolutely.
so bad for people when they come to me and have those questions.
It's
and
important. Yep.
It's so important to keep it
Yep.
updated and make
Yep.
sure you have a good solid team behind you working on your website.
Yep. Don't let your website collect dust. Don't be editing your website every year and a half.
Yeah.
And keep it up to date. And for all your website questions, you know, we're always here to help. Mavidia has a great team of web design, internet marketing. We're on standby, ready to help you. And, you know, we're there. You know, Kimmy, we get awesome feedback all the time. Somebody will email us 10 minutes later, you know, an hour later, we're knocking these requests out of the park.
Yeah,
We're
I think our
keeping
smile factor is
our smile factor,
probably
yeah,
at
98%, you know,
Yeah.
something like that.
Something like
no big
that.
deal.
Yeah.
No big deal.
That's fine.
If you ever have any questions, reach out, contact us. We'd love to sit down and talk to you. From Athens, Greece /
Yeah.
Nashville,
Nashville.
Tennessee, it's Kimmy, Mikey G. See ya.